of recent, I know Nana Ntemakaro Nkege. Can you hear me? Ntemakaro Nkege, and then I am Makaro Nkege. What I go? Of recent, we've been seeing some operatives of Udogache, going about their duties in a very unworthy manner. Some people complain that they see them on the road doing pack and search and then extorting money from Keke people. And then recently you saw the news of what they did to a core member, to the extent that somebody went naked, then after some time, they came out to say that it is not a new news. It happened some time ago, and they then show us the people that were involved. Are you not seeing that, or don't you think that the whole aim of inaugurating such an operation is now being defeated by how they are carrying out their activities?
The one-off incident that you mentioned, what happened in Oba community, sometime in August. You say one-off, like I defined it. One-off is not characterization of Operation Udogachi or Agune Chamber. We cannot use that single brush to tar the over 2,000 men in an operation involving 6 to 8 men. It's unfair. We cannot say that one-off incident is now typical. No, we can draw the kind of conclusion you are drawing now, if indeed it is widespread, if it is the story we hear every day and everywhere about Operation Udogachi and Agune Chamber. That said, what happened in Oba was not by Operation Udogachi. There is a difference between Operation Udogachi and Agune Chamber. What happened in Oba?
Oh, educate us, please. Educate us.
Yes, you see, I even said so earlier, but let me emphasize. I cite that Anambra Vigilante Group, as it was known under the Anambra Vigilante Law 2016, the new law repealed that old law and brought about the Anambra Homeland Security Law 2025. It is that Homeland Security Law, the new one, that changed the name of Anambra Vigilante to Agune Chamber. So anywhere anywhere you see Agune Chamber, you are actually referring to Anambra Vigilante.
Okay.
But Operation Udogachi is an operation made up of 6 security agencies. Our Agune Chamber is only one of the 6. You have the police, you have the army, you have the civil defense, you have the DSS, you have even the Air Force. They make up Operation Udogachi. What happened in Oba was not by Operation Udogachi, it was by the local vigilante of the Oba community. Yes. Now, technically, Oba vigilante is Agune Chamber. Do you get the point? Because the new law, the new law empowers the 179 communities to establish their own branches of Agune Chamber. So they are operating under the new law because they were constituted based on the extant law, the Anambra Homeland Security Law 2025. That said, yes, the legality of their action in Oba is not what is at issue here. They had every legal right to go there in search of Yahoo boys. The law empowers them to do that. But the way and manner they went about it is where the problem is. You can't go, 8 of you, beat up a female corps member, tear her clothes off her back and all that. There is no law that empowers Agune Chamber or Operation Udogachi to do that. That is what made what they did criminal. That was why the governor ordered their arrest, dismissal, and prosecution. And the same thing is what is already happening in Onitsha. What happened there yesterday that led to the death of one woman? The people who were involved in that kind of reckless enforcement have been arrested and handed over to the police. Yes, on the orders of the governor, they've been arrested. They have been handed over to the police. They are being.
What happened? Tell us what happened in Onitsha to start with. A lot of news are flying. Ocha Brigade people. Some of us don't know that they are meant to carry ammunitions. So please, what happened with Ocha Brigade at Onitsha?
Listen to me. Ocha Brigade, Ocha you hear means Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra. Ocha, that's the acronym, right? Ocha
Okay.
Brigade. They are not authorized by law to bear arms. So their operatives don't carry arms. They don't carry arms. And when they went to Onitsha yesterday, they also did not carry arms. But look at how they do their operations. When they want to do, because they can't carry arms, they rely on security operatives. Like Agune Chemba, Udogachi, the police, the army if need be. So it is not necessarily the operatives of Ocha Brigade, but it's the security operatives that went on that operation with them, that enforcement. And in this case, it is the security operatives from the Onitsha main market itself. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I'm getting you.
Onitsha main market has a security outfit.
Okay.
It is the Onitsha main market security outfit that followed Ocha Brigade for enforcement. They were the ones. They were the ones that were involved in the shooting.
Okay.
So it's not as
if the people that the people that escorted Ocha Brigade.
That is it. So
were the ones that were involved in the shooting.
That is the truth. Because Ocha Brigade does not bear arms. They don't carry guns. So they have to bring in operatives of security outfits that are permitted by law to bear arms to join them in enforcement.
Why do they need gun-bearing operatives for such a mission? Are they going for war? Yes. Why do they need guns?
You say whether they are going for war. No, they are not going for war. But you see, Nani Igbo, onwe find about Egutuve Epirima. And in law and in English parlance, we call it a deterrence. When you see armed people, you are more likely to cooperate, comply. The gun doesn't need to be used, and that is why they are being prosecuted. They are being interrogated for possible prosecution because they were not supposed to use guns. They were not supposed to fire the guns. You know, outside there's some clearly defined circumstances. For example, if they were under attack, there is a physical attack, and they feared for their lives, you know, the use of gun becomes justifiable under that circumstance. But if you
what necessitated the shootout? Was there any manner of threat to the people carrying guns? Were there any reason for the? There was justifiable reason to shoot?
There was an altercation between the enforcement team and the traders, and the altercation was degenerating, and that was why they started firing. They ought to fire in the air, and that way they would. I don't know how they got to as many as 4 persons, and 1 died out of the 4. I really don't know. I wasn't there. And but I've just told you.
Were there fatalities? Do we have people that are dead?
1.
Or just casualties?
1 person.
1 person is dead. How many people are injured?
3 others.
3 others are injured. How is the government? What is the government doing about them? I say, what is the government doing about them?
Oh, yeah. Like I said earlier, the governor is in Onitsha as we speak. And an on-the-spot assessment That way he will be able to even hear from the traders what happened, to be able to balance his views about the issue. But he has already ordered the arrest and investigation of those who were involved in the operation. And he has also ordered that the medical needs of those who were injured should be fully taken care of. If you read the press statement I issued yesterday, I captured all this. So what I know that took them to the market is their statutory responsibility of keeping Anambra clean, Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra, OCHA. That's the meaning of OCHA.
Which people are called Ndiakodo?
That is.
Ndiakodo. Anambra seems to have a lot of law enforcers. Kedi ha na enforce de ha akwa yin wabun di Anambra enwe ha na enwe ba igbo eje aya na anu aya. Now you mentioned that Kendi Bundi Akodo, please.
Well, I don't know the people in Akondo Akodo. I don't know, because there is no a group established by law that the law named Akondo Akodo. I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, law. There are people that bear mortar. They call it pestle. There are people that you know what I'm talking about, law. They call them anti-tout squad. What are they supposed to do?
Is the anti-tout law that created the squad. And the name expressly proclaims, is to take out touting out of Anambra State. And they are doing a great job. If you go to OP Worker, you will agree with me that they are doing a great job. If you doubt me, if you get to OP Worker, just pee on the road there and see what will happen. Just don't pee on the road. Just do that.
No. I will not try the Lord my God.
Called Ndiakodo. You will not know those called Ndiakodo. Actually, I've seen them once or twice wielding pestins, like you said, pestins. I think that is what Akodo is called. I haven't seen them use it. I thought it's for deterrence, and I haven't gotten any. I've not seen any individual that is maimed who can no longer walk because the Akodo was used on him or her. I would like to meet such a person. So I think they are using it for deterrence, to scare these touts away. Or even the buy if you don't want the Akodo to be used, please don't pee on the road there. Don't do certain things. No touting. No touting. We need to recover Onitsha. We need to recover our motor parks. We need to recover Anambra State from these touts. Ndaboro. They will decide for you the vehicle you must enter. They will collect your bag. Sometimes people are harassed, even beaten, compelled to join certain vehicles and all that. That must stop. That is stopping already. And I agree that if there are excesses on their part, it has to be curbed. If Akodo is to scare these people off, okay, they can carry it. But if they use it on people really to the point that somebody is maimed, then there's a problem. There are the people who injured in that manner have every right for damages. They should petition the governor. They should petition the courts. Yes, they should. The law never asks them to use Akodo, or and if you use Akodo, you should use it to maim anybody. I've read the law. I can send it to you. So the law. The issue is get the state rid of touts. We don't need them. There is no modern society that harbors the level of touting you find in Anambra State. It's too much. But if you go to OP Work and all that is gone.
I don't need to go anywhere for greener pasture because I'm okay here. You know why? I am into land banking with Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited. Abi una no know say doctors too dey into real estate?
So we are getting better. Anambra is getting better.
What is the news about, I think, their commander? There was a news about the commander of Akoda, the anti-squad, the house being brought down by bulldozer because the commander that is supposed to help security is part of the security problem. What is the news about the house of the Akodo commander? You know, I don't know what he did. What happened?
I saw that that operation was not carried out by us, by the state government. I ran a check.
Okay.
We didn't carry that out. So those who carried it out should tell you why they did. And that's the much I can say. Because if they routed that operation through us or carried out the operation in conjunction with us, then they will be in a position to comment on what happened.
If you wan buy land with no umunna wahala or a touch of spiritual problem, I recommend Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited.